Kelly and I were married in 2001, and we started a family a few years later, had 3 kids back to back, and things were going great for a while, for about 10 years, and I pretty much just ignored Kelly and the kids. I was unfaithful to my wife. I had an affair. My biggest downfall was my pride. I made everything about me. Somebody that we knew had a suspicion that something was going on, and he kind of called me out on that, and I admitted it, and the relationship ended. There was shame and there was sadness, but there was also this prideful feeling of, okay, I confessed, I apologized, I'm sorry, I want to fix it, let's move forward. And I wasn't being sensitive to how much I had actually hurt Kelly and the kids. My heart posture towards God was not good. We weren't attending church at that time, and we really had nobody other than family around us that knew what had happened. So for 10 years, I tried to just force my way to be a better husband. We did some one-on-one counseling, we did some couples counseling, and it always seemed to fizzle out. Like after a few months, I thought, oh, we're fine, we're okay. But again, my heart posture towards the Lord wasn't right. Our marriage was on life support again, and we ended up separated. I walked out and I decided I had enough. The Lord kind of opened my eyes to the fact that that wasn't the right thing to do. And so I started to seek reconciliation, and that took about 6 months. I moved back in, and things went great for about 3 months. And the same person who had been trying to white knuckle it through for those 10 years came to the surface again, not fully surrendered to Jesus, just doing it under my own power. It failed again, and within 3 months of me moving back in, we were just scraping by. So during all of this, 20 plus years, my wife, Kelly, was faithful. She was consistent. Honestly, she really became like the spiritual leader of the house. I didn't know it at the time, but I learned that she was constantly in prayer for me. It was actually late 2024 when I sat in a message here, and something that was said in that message talked about if you could talk to yourself in 5 or 10 years, would you be happy where you are right now? And that right there was kind of the catalyst that got me thinking, no, I wouldn't. I decided that day to take a look and find a men's group. And it just so happened that Men's Alliance was about to start. I was nervous at the time because I was used to doing things on my own. Like I was used to just being a lone wolf and not having any friends. And I showed up on September 7th of 2024, the first day. I was very vulnerable and told the guys where I was, where my marriage was, where I was spiritually, what I was struggling with, the sin that was in my life. One morning at group, the message was, pain is the pathway, and how God uses that to shape us. And something about that message stirred in my heart so much. I went home and I said, can we pray together real quick? And she's like, sure. So we went into our living room, we got down on our knees, and I started praying. And I prayed this prayer of total surrender to Jesus, and I told him that I was done trying to do life on my own power, and I was done hiding things from him. And she said to me, do you know how long I've been praying to hear those words come out of your mouth? And so that was just a moment for us where we were able to start on a firm foundation and build back from there. I grew up in church, but somehow I still missed the idea that Jesus needed to be Lord of my life. I never thought that something good could come from what I did, but to see him use it for good when I can share my story and help others, it's amazing. I'm Josh, and I'm a life changed by Christ.